Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Unstable TV's coverage of the Bronze, Silver, and Gold tournament run by SC2C.com. Big props to them for organising this. There is no prize money. The prize is to learn from your mistakes and get some insightful commentary by me, Unstable. While might not be the most amazing player in the world, I'm still decent. All right. So we are going to have Fusion this time, spawning down the bottom as the red Zerg, and we're going to have dgun as the teal Terran. Both these guys showing pretty good understanding of the matchup so far. No, $25 is for the community open scroll. Yeah, both these guys showing a pretty good understanding of the matchup so far. Not many really leaks. They've gotten to the point where they probably could understand where their mistakes are coming from. But hey, we'll see how that goes. We do have a fast expand coming out from Fusion. Alrighty. Does a little bit earlier than I would have liked. You really want to tell if they're not close positions. This is just me. But you want to try and keep it so that you scout. If they're not here, you chuck down that expansion. If they are there, you chuck down the spawning pool. That's the way I like to do it. It keeps you safe. It doesn't force a cancel later on, or it doesn't things like that. So, we do have no gas. There we go. We do have drones on the gas. And this drone should be able to stay alive a little bit longer if he pays attention to the Marine. There we go. Like I was saying before, you can keep a drone alive versus one Marine. You can kite him all day long. Oh, just gets that gas off. Another really tiny thing that Terran players do is don't bother chasing a drone with an SCV unless it's attacking something. Because otherwise, that's just one extra drone you don't have in your minerals. And right here, what I like to do if I play Terran, I don't play Terran often, but I just try and mess with the Zerg player just by throwing down a bunker, making him freak out. There's nothing wrong with that. Keeping your opponent on their toes is the best possible thing you can do. Now, right now, you want to cancel this, run him round the minerals, and try and get a good look about what's coming. We do have a factory go down now with a bunker. This bunker says heaps right now. Alrighty? If you run up this ramp and you see a bunker, there is absolutely no reason that Terran would put a bunker down unless they're going to some kind of greedy tech build. Or they're just really, really, really overprotective. But the better chances are you're going to be seeing straight to starport like we are seeing here from dgun. This bunker is a big telling point for that. And never run your lings past there. I know it's a frustrating thing and people forget about it all the time. But whenever you're running things, don't run them next to cliffs. Alright, so we've seen the bunker. What are we going to see here coming from Fusion? We do see some O faces. We want to be seeing another queen. There's another queen. Two more queens, getting to be ready straight for that Banshee. One thing I would change in Fusion's reaction. Great reaction. He's understanding what's coming. Get a third queen. But then I'll lair. Third queen lair for the Overseer. Just because if you delay that to the point where you don't have the Banshee in time, like I know he's going to have it anyway, but you always want it just slightly earlier. And that he doesn't have cloak coming, so lucky for him. Gotta be more specific, Scroll, if I want me to answer your question. So there we go, and then we have a lair coming out now. So good reaction by Fusion. This is what I was talking about a lot in the earlier. Oh, Scroll, he saw the bunker at the top of the ramp. Were you not listening to me for the last 10 minutes while I was explaining about the bunker? Listen to the VOD and you'll understand. Anyway. Yeah, listen to the VOD, you'll understand. So, like I was saying, we do have a good reaction coming from Fusion. Like I was saying, earlier in the night, when you get players who die to Banshee harass or Quake Banshees, you get them dying to two proxy racks. You get them dying to cheese. You're getting all this kind of stuff. That cloak's a little bit late, though. But that was late. Why? Has anyone's been listening to me the entire cast? That gas was late because of this gas steal. Now, Fusion's already done the great response to that. He's obviously played a lot of games, so he knows what's coming. This is the way a Zerg really needs to play. He needs to scout, react to what's coming. Scout, react to what's coming. We do have an expansion going down by dgun, a nice choice. He really, by this point, he has seen that this lair's up. He's seen a Spire coming. He really should ditch this cloak. It's going to be an absolutely wasted investment. He is going to lose this Banshee if he's not careful too. Yeah, it's done. So really wants to cancel that. That's going to be a wasted 200. If he doesn't cancel it, I'm trying to cancel it for him, but I don't think he's going to do it. So he's seen that there are 4 queens. There's an overseer. How useful is that cloak going to be? Honestly, it's not going to be useful anywhere near as much as you want it to be. Now, because wow, that's a lot of minerals. Fusion here he hasn't made anything because he's gotten so ready for these Banshees. He's just been droning and just forgetting about these units here. He does have an Overlord on the right-hand side. He probably wants to be sacking that in a minute, see what's coming. He does have an Overlord at the front of the ramp, so he sees what's coming. He is floating a lot of minerals. It's okay to take a third base at 10 minutes in. Nothing wrong with that at all. He's actually had a really good macro game so far. He's been able to drone. A lot of Zergs will get freaked out as it's so early in the game that they go, oh, I don't usually have my hatchery until this point. Bullshit. You can take your third hatchery whenever the hell it suits you. There is no set timings like that when you're playing Zerg. Your timing is dependent on what the Terran or the Protoss or the Zerg is doing. That is when you should base your third off. Not, oh, X minutes into the game. I've seen so many guides that say you should be this build order all the way up to like 70 food. No. Well, as the other races, maybe that could work, but as Zerg, you go with what you see. Because if you stick to that 70 food build order that has no third queen, what happens if exactly what happened in this game happens? You're done. Because you're just done. Now, I would like to see, because he does have 4 queens here for Fusion, I'd like to see 1 at the hatch, and the 2 out here just spread and creep. You're not going to actually be spending... Here's a little tip for you. The queen will produce 25 energy per 45 seconds. Notice the last spawn lava... Sorry, per 40 seconds. Notice spawn lava is 40-second cooldown. If you do your lava injects perfectly as ridiculously good players like Hydra and all those guys do and Ret, you will never have enough energy to do a creep tumor. So why not have these extra 2 queens just running around planting more tumors? Absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's the reason you see those guys with creep everywhere. It's because if you look at it, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 creep tumors out of this guy. Like, he's doing it okay there now, but it's a little bit late for that. So, I've actually been neglecting the Terran player. So, give me a second. I have a 4 axes, double. Alright, so, Terran player is going into more of a macro mode. If we have a look here, it's 36 to 39, so he's keeping up there. If he wants to stay in this game, he needs to put some pressure on. He doesn't have that much of an army. It's 91 supply to 124. He's done... The Zerg is throwing away an Overlord, which is really good here. We do have that Banshee sitting over here. I'm not sure what he's hanging out to do. But what happened was, in this entire game, the Terran was behind from step 1. The Terran was behind from the second that Zergling ran up that ramp. You know why? Yeah? Because the Zerg saw that bunker, knew something was happening, and reacted accordingly. So all those resources that dgun spent into those Cloak Banshees and into those Banshees and stuff like that, which end purpose was to keep the drone count down of the Zerg, was completely nullified. His Banshees got absolutely no kills. I think he got like 2 kills. That's nothing. compared to what he should be getting. And he's just spent all these minerals, whereas the Zerg's just been able to continue to drone. And since that point on, the Zerg has had that advantage. He's had that kind of stuff to deal with. He's getting his creep out now. Probably wouldn't have had as much creep spread if he hadn't have seen those Banshees. But yeah. I'm sorry if it's lagging, guys. I am moving away from Ustream because this is absolutely ridiculous. Who's talking to me? What? I didn't block you. Bear with me, guys. What are you talking about? I never blocked you. If you're talking, I can't hear you, buddy.
Hey.
There we go. So, yeah. Where was it? No, maybe it was my train of thought. Fuck. Where was that? Where was that? What was I talking about?
Tumors. Those creep
Yes,
tumors.
that was it. Yeah, those creep tumors. Yeah, these creep could really be a lot further than it could be. Normally, what happens is once you get up the rank, like you have more and more APM to be able to do more and more things at once. If we have a look here, he's sitting at about 113 APM, which is enough to do most things, but not the little tiny extra things that give you such a bit, like just a massive advantage. Now, hopefully, he does see this because he does have that Zelnaga tower, which is really good. He sees this massive marine army coming in, but unfortunately, because the Terran, yes, Skybreaker is still game 1. Unfortunately, because the Terran has been on the back foot since game 1, he's just at 122 supply to the 191 of the Zerg, and right now is about the time that Zerg just steamrolls and wins the game.
1A for the win. So, is this the same series as the one on Steps of War before?
No, this is completely new. Both these guys did play at TVZ on Steps of War. Why? My computer's slowing down the game.
God,
it's only Metalopolis that does this. Believe it or not. Sorry, guys, but it's only Metalopolis. I don't know why. Nice split by dgun, but it's just too much stuff. Sometimes, no matter how much control you have, or how good you are, you just don't have enough stuff. I gotta love the fact that Medivac's healing Marines just melt Mutalisks no matter how many you have.
Look at that. They fought them off. Yeah, I had to go play C before. That C tourney, so.
Oh, you out already?
No, I'm in still.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Somehow. This is the hardest spots, TVZ. I think this is the hardest map with the hardest spots. Because you can't do any little pushes, and you really need to either do a lot of harassment with sort of lots of drops, and then take a third. Kind of like, QXC's got that great style of constantly attacking, even to like extreme. It seems ridiculous sometimes how much he attacks, but just keeps Zerg on the back foot the whole time while he takes bases. It's kind of the only style that really works.
Yeah, we did. Did you catch the beginning of this game?
No. I only just got out just
okay. Oh, well, pretty much there was a bunker on the Terran's ramp. Zergling saw it and instantly countered with 2 queens and straight to lair. So the Terran was pretty much behind the entire game from there. Yeah. He's doing the right thing now, though. He's getting a drop down. He will be able to... If he stims that, he might be able to take out the hatchery. But lots and lots of mutas coming across. I hate this map because it's the only one that makes me lag. At this position, it seems stupid, but you're better off letting yourself die.
Yep.
Because you're not getting away in your dropships. A lot of players you see in the lower leagues, they lift up and try and get away. You're not getting away. Just deal with it. Keep it on the ground. Bust as many banelings as you can. Do as much damage as you can, because it's just done.
That's right. You want to try and actually trade armies with Zerg, especially on this map, because